What is up guys, Sharpen here. Now this tutorial was both suggested and voted by the people on my Discord server, who by the way went absolutely crazy for it. Now if you want to vote for your tutorials and decide which content I post on my channel, the invite link for my Discord server will be in the description for you to do just that. And the tutorial voted for today is called Custom Creatures. And again, it's one of those tutorials which might seem hard but they're really not. So don't worry, I'm sure everyone will be able to follow it nicely. I would like to ask you to hit the subscribe button and click the bell to get notified of my tutorials as they come out. And with that on the side, let's start the tutorial. First I want to show you how textures work, and for that I have this Steve skin reference on my desktop. Let's open it up with, you guessed it, Paint.net. Now I've mentioned this program in my tutorials a lot because I use it and it's very simple to use and it has everything you need. So I recommend you get it. The invite link will be in the description for you. Enough blubbering, let's get back to the video. So, what's the first thing we see in here, besides madness? We can obviously make out Steve's face. I mean, it's this square right here. And this one would be the side of his face, this one the other side. This one I can assume is the top, the back, and this one is the bottom. Then we have the same for legs, bodies, arms, and basically all his body parts. So what does this tell us? Well, for one thing, we do know that each face has its own texture on the image, kind of positioned in a little grid. So the front is here, the left and the right are touching them, the back is on the right side, always, and up here we have the top and the bottom. If we want to make our own creature, we have to make like a texture map that works in a similar way than this Steve skin. So I want to go to File, New. Oh, I don't know the numbers. Okay, let's click Image, Resize, and it says 64 by 64. Let's do that. File, New, and go for 64 by 62. I just had to check. Now we should get this image, like a white square. Now just erase the background because we need a blank texture. For starters, I don't even know what my creature is gonna look like, so let's do that first. I should have planned this ahead. I really shouldn't improvise as much. It's gonna have a long head. The front face is gonna be 8 by 8. The length is gonna be 12, let's say that. Since it's 12 pixels long, and as you see here, the top side is on the top. It's 12 pixels long, so let's go 12 pixels down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. So we should start drawing on this line. We should start drawing on this line here. We have to make an 8 by 8 square here. 8. So this is one face of the block. Let's make it black. But this is the left side, remember? So it has to be 12 pixels long. 9, 10, 11, 12. So add 4 pixels to it and just color it up. This is the left side of the face. Now we need an 8 by 8, so it's basically this. Hold down Shift to make a perfect square. The front face is going to be red for now, just so I know what it is. Now we got our top automatically. So the top is this one, the same length as the face, and 12 pixels up because of the length of the side here. So it's 12 pixels. Imagine these three faces here just folding in together. The sides would fit perfectly, and these corners are already touching. This is what you're doing. You're making a three-dimensional grid. So the top is going to be yellow. This is supposed to be the bottom, so let's go for 8 pixels thick. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make it blue. This is going to be the side, but then again, the sides are 12 pixels. You just gotta know what you're doing. There's a lot of math, not really, but there's a lot of counting. You have to know the exact dimensions of your creature. Let's make this one green. The back is 8 by 8 again, and let's make this one pink. These are our faces of the head. Let's give it a face. If you don't know how Paint.net works, I recommend you clicking the eye in the corner because it will redirect you to a video where I talk about Paint.net and its mechanics a lot. So if you want a bigger understanding about Paint.net, I recommend watching that video first. And I believe some people already suggested it as its own tutorial. Don't worry, I'm gonna do that. It just needs to get voted first. Yeah, this is going to be my face. It's very derpy, I know, and I don't even mind. Now, I'm no texture artist, and the textures don't exactly match with the faces, but this is something I imagined. So, the face is here. This is the top, which is supposed to be the hair, dirty and stuff. These are supposed to be the sides, left and right, and those are just kind of bursting out of the face. This is the back, and this is the bottom, kind of rotting and stuff. So it's gonna be like a weird creature. If I go to File, Save As, Creature, I want to save this image on my desktop, but save it as a PNG, because PNG is a file format that supports transparency. Click OK. Now I want to open up the model bench. New model, Creature, no template, next. Now browse for texture, Creature 1. Create model. First, I want to add a new cube. and it's automatically going to add a new body part as well as a new cube. So this new body part, this part here, is actually what you're going to move in the program. Call this body part head. This shape here isn't going to appear in the program, it's just appearing on the model. So like you can have multiple shapes but one body part to move all of them. This is how it works. Now I want to click this icon to show the UV stuff. Now I want to drag this little dot here on the corner. So as you see, it already says left, right, back, top, bottom and stuff. So if I extend this left here, look what happens. It covers it perfectly. If I put this up, you can mess with the size on how up and down is gonna work. I want to close this up, and as you see here, the head is in. This is my long head. So I want to position the head -4. Okay, let's leave the Y as it is. -8